It was a little past 2 in the morning on the edge of the city. The streets outside the jail deserted, except for the occasional flicker of headlights gliding past the shuttered bars. I locked the last file cabinet and glanced at my reflection in the glass, tired eyes, midnight hair, pale from the office's cold lights. As I stepped into the muggy night, the distant hum of traffic barely muffled the clicking of my shoes. My car was parked 2 blocks away, down an alley painted with blue shadows and glowing slats of amber from a single street lamp. I didn't see anyone as I walked, but the prickle between my shoulder blades wouldn't go away. Once inside my car, I let out a breath and pulled into the near-empty street. In my rearview mirror, a pair of lights blinked on behind me. I didn't think much of it until those lights flared with high beams, bright and intrusive, casting the mirrors into harsh daylight. The car followed me through every turn, past the empty intersections, onto the ramp leading out of downtown, then merging onto the silent stretch of highway. Each exit I took, it took too. Every time I checked my mirror, the car was still there, close enough that I couldn't see its driver, only the sharp line of headlights in the shape of a sedan, painted ghost-like in the cold blue streetlights. By the time I turned onto my street, my pulse hammered so loudly I could barely hear the engine. I tried taking a detour around the block, so did the car. I entered my apartment complex, weaving through the dim maze of parked cars and shadows, but the sedan kept on my tail, every turn mirrored exactly. When I finally pulled into the tight spot near my building, the car didn't leave. It stopped, inching up behind me until I was pinned. For a moment, neither of us moved. My hand hovered over the phone, ready to hit 911. A man stepped out from the car, tall and thin in a dark vest and a fedora, his face hidden by the shadows. He stared at me, eyes searching, silent except for his ragged breath steaming in the cold. The tension stretched, too long, too quiet. Then he simply said, "Oh," turned and drove away, his taillights vanishing into the gloom. After the man's car slipped away, the silence only pressed in closer. My hands shook as I locked my car, frozen in the realization of what almost happened, or what might have happened. I walked quickly into my building, the shadow of that man's stare following me up the stairs. For nights after, every slant of headlights at my window made my heart race, and I moved through the world a little more carefully. But I could never forget the way he looked at me, like he knew me or wanted to, and how close to darkness that night had crept.